In the heart of the great thornwood, where ancient oaks claw at the sky and mist clings to the earth like a whispered secret, the pack was breaking. Not with howls or fights, but with silence. The kind that festers when trust dies. The old alpha, Greystone, was gone, felled by a winter that took no prisoners. The forest held its breath. Wolves, strays, and wild dogs circled, each hungry for power, each too proud to bend. But the pack needed more than teeth. It needed a heart. This is the story of the day the forest chose its king. Out in the clearing, under a bruised purple sky, a scruffy dog steps forward. His name is Charles. Not yet a king, but something in his eyes, a fire, a weight, makes the others pause. The pack gathers in the hollow, a sunken ring of earth where decisions are made and blood is spilled. The air hums with growls, low and jagged. Fang, a wiry black hound with scars like war maps, paces at the edge. He wants the crown, wants it bad. Then there's Sable, a sleek gray she-dog, her eyes sharp as flint, whispering loyalty, but reeking of ambition. The others, strays, loners, survivors, watch, waiting for someone to claim what Greystone left behind. Charles stands still. Not a growl, not a snarl. Just those eyes, dark and unyielding, cutting through the chaos like a blade. The pack doesn't know him yet. A wanderer, they say. A nobody, but nobody's looking away. Fang makes the first move. He lunges, not at Charles, but at a young stray, barely grown, cowering at the edge. The pack watches, hungry for weakness. Fang's teeth snap, a warning. Follow me or bleed. The stray whimpers and the air tightens. Then Charles moves. Not fast, not loud. He steps between Fang and the stray, body low, eyes locked. No growl, no bared teeth, just presence. Fang freezes. The pack holds its breath. Charles doesn't fight, he commands. And for the first time, Fang steps back. The pack doesn't cheer. They don't howl. They watch. Sable circles closer, her tail low, her eyes like knives. "Who is he?" she mutters, loud enough for the others to hear. A stray with no name, no bloodline? Greystone's shadow would crush him. The words sting, and doubt ripples through the hollow. Charles doesn't answer. He sits, fur ruffled by the night wind, and lets the whispers pass. But his eyes, those eyes, carry a story the pack can't read. Not yet. A story of nights alone, of scars hidden under wiry fur, of a fire that burns deeper than pride. The pack doesn't know where Charles came from. They don't know the nights he ran through ash and rain, the human hands that fed him then cast him out, the wolves that hunted him and lost. Flashbacks flicker in his eyes. A burning village, a child's cry swallowed by the wind, a lone dog walking away from ruin. He carries that weight now in the hollow, as the pack argues and snarls. Charles doesn't speak of his past. He doesn't need to. The forest knows. The trees remember. And tonight, they'll choose. Fang can't take it anymore. The whispers, the doubt, Charles' silence. It's too much. He leaps into the center of the hollow, teeth bared, hackles high. "Prove it," he snarls. "Prove you're more than a stray." The pack roars, a wave of sound that shakes the earth. Sable watches, her smile cold, waiting for blood. Charles rises, slow, deliberate. His eyes lock on Fang's, and the air crackles. He doesn't lunge. He doesn't need to. He steps forward, one paw, then another, until he's close enough to feel Fang's breath. The black hound falters, just for a second. That's all it takes. Then it happens. The wind stops. The trees groan, their branches swaying without a breeze. A low hum rises from the earth, like a heartbeat. The pack falls silent. Even Fang steps back, his ears twitching. Something ancient is waking. Charles lifts his head. His eyes catch the moonlight, glowing like embers. He doesn't howl, doesn't move, but the forest knows him. A single oak leaf falls, landing at his paws. The pack sees it. Sable's smile fades. Fang's growl dies in his throat. The hollow feels alive, and it's chosen its king. Dawn breaks over the thornwood, painting the sky in fire and gold. Charles stands on the ridge, overlooking the forest. The pack follows, not in chains, but in choice. Fang slinks behind, his pride bruised but unbroken. Sable's eyes still burn with plans unspoken. The stray from the hollow walks closer, head high, no longer afraid. Charles doesn't look back. His wiry fur catches the morning light, and his eyes hold the weight of 1,000 unwritten days. The forest is whole again, but this is only the beginning. A king has risen, and the pack will never be the same.